Hello and welcome back to the FE Saturday Showcase, where we look at devs, games, publishers, and just always a few other things. Today we're actually looking at Strawhart, which all the footage in the background has been pre-recorded due to time constraints and such, but it's a fun little game. It's by Cypher Creations, and it came out in 2022, so it's just a few years old, maybe 3 years old, a little less than that at this point. And the whole point of the game is like, oh, you're dealing with a cult, you're resurrecting an ancient evil. It's an action puzzler, but it's fun in the way that it screws with the way you're thinking, and it is like, oh, you're gonna be having to do this now. Where the demo, most of the demo, it feels like medieval Portal in a way, but with magic, where the way you have to deal with puzzles and work around things and control them is difficult and fun at the same time. Like, you're trying to figure out how each puzzle works, and you can control each type of magic against a different node or module, like different little element, with your left hand and your right hand, and you can only have one for each active at a given time. So it's a bit confusing, but it's really, really fun, honestly. But the whole premise is that you just are in another realm, right? And you pop in, and there's this guy named, I believe his name is actually Strawhart, and you have to create a cult in order to resurrect him and bring him back to his body. Because you start off in like this dungeon tower location, and you're not supposed to be there. Anyone's not supposed to be there, but you're trapped. So you have to take him and his soul and put it back in a physical body so that you can actually do things, or he can do things, which is they're resurrecting the ancient evil. Because he's not a good guy. He's a fun little dude, and he's just fun to hang out with, but it's just one of those things of, yeah, you kind of just are connected to an ancient unhinged evil. But yeah, the whole game is about going around, exploring this realm, dealing with all these puzzles in different locations, and I honestly found it really, really fun. Even just the demo, because something that you don't think about with this game is that you're gonna be doing all these puzzles. And so it's action, it's puzzle solving, so it does feel in a weird way like Portal, and it feels like a Portal-like game, in just that way, right? And you're dealing with all these things that are trying to kill you actively, but something you learn is that there's boss fights. So it's like you're solving all these puzzles to get to new areas, explore, expand your cult, to bring stuff up, to just broaden your horizons in a weird way, and the humor's there. It's just it's hard to explain a game when you're having fun with it, right? Because there are times where I record one of these and it's not meant to be like a secondary video, but I don't really have a way to put together a Saturday Showcase exactly like this yet, because I don't have a full way of how I want to go about it. But it's just like, this was just a demo that I was playing, and I was like, hey, I'll record it. But Strawhart is really fun, and I really want to go play the whole game later this year, for maybe fall, for Halloween. Just hang out, play some games, and build up a cult, do some rituals, and just have fun, right? Because it says, like right here on the Steam page, it's like every land you visit has its own unique final encounter, where your wits and skills will be pushed past their limits, which really just comes down to a custom boss fight for every real area you explore. And it's just, as I said, it's just fun. And what gets me, which always is weird with Saturday Showcase games, is I found this game a while ago, and yet this game only has 23 reviews on Steam. And when I do the math, or when we look at like API scores, right? Because you're always going to look at API. The game has say, 400 followers on Steam. That's not that many. Honestly, that is really low. The all-time peak for players is 7. So if we look at that and the possibility that only 400 people at all, in all entirety, have played this game, but only 23 gave it a review, but it still has like some pretty positive reviews, then I'm just like, what is there to say other than it's a fun game? There's a lot of games on Steam and in other places that they're not enjoyable. And I don't understand, or I understand this idea, like that there's X number of games released per year, no matter what, there's going to be a lot of games that fall through the cracks. But this game, there's a lot of creativity put into it. It has a fun little art style, right? It has a funny little story. But it's just a fun experience that I feel like a lot of people need to know more about. And that's why I love the Saturday Showcase, is I can show this game off to you. But yeah, I know that I will for sure get this game soon, and or play it for the channel soon, really, more so. But yeah, I just want to say, yeah, this is Strawhart, and if you want to see more of Strawhart, I will be uploading it, but also if you're interested, check out the description. There is a demo, and you can play the demo for yourself, whether you like it or not. It gives you something, A, to do, but 2, if you do like it, then cool, you have a new game that you might want to pick up during the next Steam sale, or just right now, because it's not that expensive for, I think, 4 to 6 hours of your time. So, I just want to say thank you for watching, and Strawhart is a fun little game, and I actually kind of look forward to whatever Cypher Creations comes up next. So, yeah. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.